Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. I'm about a video title, you know what this video is about. We're discussing, of course, some NBA news. It's a weekly review. I believe it's week 10 review, yes, I'm not mistaken. As you guys know, that big time game they had on Christmas, the Lakers versus the Warriors. Big time game, amazing game. Curry had 38 points, LeBron with 31 points, and both teams had 5 players in double digits. You know, usually you see that, you usually win the game, but it came down to the wire. You know, Curry hitting the three-pointer to tie the game up at one point, and Austin Reeves getting a good look, one-on-one matchup, getting out there, getting the layup to take the lead and to win the game, the buzzer beater basically. So the Warriors and Lakers had a big time game on Christmas, and LeBron and Curry always have big time games versus each other. On the Christmas thing kind of continues with the Cavs days, because really, like LeBron was saying in that interview, and they were talking to with KD, LeBron, and Curry, the OGs of the league, they're still great legends of the league. They was talking about at one point it really was just the Warriors and Cavs. You know, Warriors and Cavs going there like that. We've seen them many times in the finals, and the matches they had on Christmas, and all the different matches and battles they had. It's like a rivalry, like a because it was an outer conference rivalry that kept happening, and to see that kind of legacy live on, you know, Curry and LeBron going there and steal and stuff, and see these guys still performing at a high level. LeBron, Curry still being the best players on their team. Kevin Durant still being the best player on their team as well. So like just going out there and just still having that extra edge and extra oomph to it. So I thought the NBA still do a better job at promoting some of the younger players, you know, in the league. The John Morant's, the Zion Williamson supposed to be one of the big time players, but something, I don't know what's wrong with him. I actually have no idea. And then you look at, of course, you know, LaMelo Balls, and he played for the Hornets, of course. No, the Hornets ain't doing too good, but LaMelo Balls, you know, like of the league as well. You know, the different guys like Luka Doncic of the league. Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, he's kind of in between. He's like, you know, younger side and the older side, a little bit kind of in between. I think he's 30 years old, if I'm not mistaken, 29, 30. I think Giannis is still very dominant. I think he's probably the best player in the league right now. You know, Giannis is unstoppable force, you know, unstoppable. He go out there when he's healthy. He's very dominant and a very amazing player. So he had to do a better job in marketing some things around him, because I feel like the OGs of the league, you know, the LeBrons, the Currys, the Kevin Durants are still the top guys. Usually the transition will happen. You know, you have shine on the top guys, but also transition to the other guys. Like I mentioned before last time in the video, I described it to wrestling. You know, in professional wrestling, the storylines when they have like the OG wrestlers, the ones who are like the veterans, be champion to carry it, but then they also build up a smaller wrestler to overtake them, to beat them, but while keeping that guy still very active to be, you know, a popular guy to build guys up and enhancement, like enhancement talent. So I feel like the NBA should have did some of that, you know, boosting younger star talent up instead of just creating them, because they did a lot of dirty stuff to John Morant and media. I know he had some incidents he had off the court and stuff, but they was doing too much with the stuff. And Zion Williamson stuff, they did a lot of things to crush a lot of different guys, Jason Tatum's and all that stuff in the media, Anthony Edwards and all that stuff. So they should have did a better job of uplifting them while still showing honor and giving flowers to the greats right now, and kind of like making that uplift transition to the next guys. But who am I? I'm just a guy behind the camera talking, you know, in the room about sports. But I think a lot of people probably see that the media kind of messed up with some of that stuff, and now they're reverting back to bringing the OGs at the face of the league when they should be doing the young players as well. You can maintain the OG faces, but also keep the young players in it as well, and mix of both and kind of make it very good. So, and the ratings are pretty good though. Of course, on Christmas though, they had 8 million on that 7 million, 8 million on that Christmas game. So that was very cool to see. But that was a nice game right there between those two. Also, Mike Brown getting fired was crazy to see. I didn't think that happened. I believe this is what, third or fourth year Mike Brown getting fired. Kind of seen tension between the two parties, the Mike Brown and the Kings organization a little bit too as well. But I think the firing happened right here. They had him do practice. There were a lot of coaches around the league was mad. They had him do practice. They had him do all this stuff right here. You know, the team get ready to prepare to fly on the jet. Then he fired him. I'm like, okay, that's a little messed up like that. You have him do all this extra stuff, and you fire him. I don't know. Some people were saying it's kind of like between them choosing De'Aaron Fox to stay, or choosing Mike Brown to be the coach still. I don't know if that's true or not. Probably not. But De'Aaron Fox's name was in trade rumors a lot too as well. You know, let's say the Heat, the Spurs, the Lakers are always interested in somebody. So the Lakers is interested in him as well. Teams that are interested in getting De'Aaron Fox. I know the Lakers did make a trade earlier today. They traded D'Angelo Russell back to the Brooklyn Nets, and they got Dorian Finney-Smith, who I wanted to be a Heat so bad. Dorian Finney-Smith is a very good player, you know, a perimeter guy, can shoot the three-pointer as well, as a good defender and stuff, can do a lot of different things, and he merged well on any team, really. They got Dorian Finney-Smith, and they got, I think Alec Burks, right? Not Alec Burks, Shake Milton. They got Shake Milton. Alec Burks on the Heat. I think they got Shake Milton, and they traded away D'Angelo Russell to the Brooklyn Nets. So we're going to see how that goes with that situation. But De'Aaron Fox name was circulating around. I don't know how true that is. Just like Jimmy Butler's name was circulating around too as well. And Pat Riley came out a few days ago and said Jimmy Butler would not be traded. but we never know what could happen or what's going to happen, of course, fully. So it's a lot of things circulating, a lot of trade rumors happening, and things happening with different teams. But let's also break down, of course, some of the NBA standings. You got, of course, the Thunder still at the top of the West, 25-5. Grizzlies 22-10. Rockets third at 21-10. Mavericks fourth at 20-12. You got Lakers at 5th spot. Clippers at 6th spot. 7th, you got the Nuggets. At 8th, you got the Timberwolves. 9th, you got the Spurs. 10th, you got the Warriors. Suns at 11th, and 12th, and Kings. The Kings at 12. And then Blazers, of course, at 13. Jazz at 14. And the Pelicans 5-27 at the last spot. In the East, you got the Cavaliers to the top, of course, 27-4. Celtics at the 2nd spot. The Knicks at 3. Magic at 4. Bucks at 5. Hawks at 6. My Heat at 7. And then you got the Pacers at 8. You got the Bulls at 9. 10, you got the Pistons. 11, you got the 76ers. The Brooklyn Nets at 12. The Hornets at 13. You get the Raptors at 14. And the Wizards at 15. So that's kind of the standings right now. What's going on too fully. And a lot of things happening. You know, the All-Star break is coming up a little bit. I think the All-Star break is around February or something. I think it's the end of January, February, it's around that range. So the All-Star break is coming up. My boy Tyler Hero gotta be an All-Star. Been playing very good basketball, dominating. You're gonna see a lot of different new faces this year, I think, in the All-Star game. So that'd be very cool to see. But yeah, basketball. Well, NBA has been doing pretty good. You know, college basketball. I don't really watch college basketball as much. Like I need to watch. And I do watch this on the women's basketball. I watch the college women's basketball. I like that a lot. I've been following a lot, of course. Paige been cooking. It's gonna be the #1 pick in the draft, the NBA draft. So it should be good to see. The NBA season starts back up. Actually, what's the exact date? It should be in a few months. The NBA season starts. I know that Unrivaled League that happened. The WNBA season start in June, right? Is it in May, June, something like that? I think it's June. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's June, or is it May? It's one of those. I think it's May. So in a few months from now, like 4 or 5 months from now, it should be starting up. That Unrivaled League supposed to happen too. I might cover some stuff on there too as well. It should be very cool to see the 3v3 league. It's gonna be on TNT as well. I got a good TV deal with that. It's crazy that the players themselves get the TV deal done, and the average salary for the Unrivaled League is like, I think the maximum salary, close to the maximum salary in the NBA. So the players did a very good job of vouching for themselves and getting it in like that, and getting all the players paid some big time money. And it's gonna be very exciting. You got a lot of big names in that Unrivaled League as well. So it's gonna be very cool to see right there. All that I hate about the women's basketball stuff is just the narratives, the unnecessary narratives that surround it. They talk about things that have nothing to do with basketball, about their personalities, and talking about things that has nothing to do, and calling out their names and all type of stuff, instead of just focusing on just ball. I know basketball Twitter is always the worst thing ever, but still, I'm like, just focus on ball like that. It's just kind of like critique people play. You make everything personal, you know, races and hatred and sexist, all type of stuff like that, instead of just focusing on the game itself. But I guess that's just the nature of the beast of the media and stuff like that in the world. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys most likely next week. I might have some more stuff coming out because I want to do a video. I discuss and break down all the trade rumors like that too as well. So I might have a video coming out a little early. So you might have 2 or 3 NBA videos next week. So be on the lookout for that. But that's all I have. Peace out.